Okay, here we go again. That's water with a little bit of dish soap. Here's my nutmeg brown apple barrel paint. If it'll freaking focus. I don't know what's going on with my camera today. Nah, it didn't help. Okay, well, that's the nutmeg brown paint that I use for ground. Here's the rock mold, well, rock carving. Alright, and here's the farmer's field. I'm going to show you how to do these for a base paint. And don't take but a couple minutes. Take your nutmeg brown. Let me move this camera over. Alright, take your nutmeg brown, just put a, what in the world's going on? Oh, I never opened it. Boy, now I feel great, don't I? Sitting here on YouTube and I gotta open a bottle of paint. This is the paint that I wasted 50 cents on. Because I could have got 5 of the little 2-ounce bottles for what I paid for this 8-ounce bottle. Then I went back later and figured it up and went, holy crap. So, alright. Put yourself a good old dollop of paint on there. Take yourself your water and soap mixture and just spray the whole thing. Alright, take your paintbrush. Just go with what you already got worked in. This is called a base coat of paint. And the only thing you really want to do is just, well, because this is a field that would have just been turned over that year, you know, I'm making it dark because the ground would be fertilized, and the more nutrients and stuff in the ground, the darker the ground is. So it comes when you dig down a couple of feet where everything's been sitting there rotting a while, the dirt is a lot darker than right at the top. I know that from years and years and years of farming. Now notice I didn't cover this whole thing with my paper mache material, and the reason why is for the simple fact of there was no point in it. Alright, I'm going to move the field out of the way. I've got enough paint still on this brush for doing the rocks. Or should. I'll take some more off of that field. But for the rocks, you really want to just keep it kind of vertical, if you ain't already put the rocks on your layout. Alright, this time I got some soapy water and some paint. I'm going to mix it in. The trick to this one is you just want to get the paint to run. Alright. So, if the paint runs on the rock, which I know a little bit of that you probably couldn't see, but if the paint runs down the rock, it works out a little bit better. And yeah, you could leave some light crevices in there because not all rock is the same exact color. Yeah, you can even go lighter brush strokes and not put as much paint on an area. If you got limestone mixed with sandstone in an area, like most of back east, there's a lot of white that shows through on a lot of rock. As the limestone gets mixed in with everything else. Don't ask me why or how, because that's something that I never could understand. But I know from looking at it, you get a lot of white and everything. So, trick is just to get as much of it in there as possible. Alright. Now, this is one of the few times that I'm actually going to stop a video before I'm done doing what I'm doing. And the reason why is because I'm going to be back in a little bit with a different color set in this palette to show you what to do to really bring your rock to life. And no, I don't mean sit there charge it with 30,000 volts like Frankenstein did to his monster. But we'll make it look a lot better than what this is. I'm one of those people that like to paint my rocks. But definitely the water trick allows it to flow a lot better, especially for something that's going to be standing up. Lets that really get into those holes. And it's going to get lighter than what it looks right now anyways, because we all know paint dries about 2 shades lighter than what it looks like when it's wet. And if you don't know that, you just figured it out. But next up is going to be some painting that will make this thing just pop. Alright, so there we go. We got our rock. We got our rock, and we got our field. Our field had to be kind of overpainted. Oh, look, I found a hole. Boy, sometimes that camera helps. Alright, and we got all that brown. With an actual layout, you can't tip it to look, so you just hope you got it all the first time. Right. Well, now that everything's mostly dry, I'm going to load this palette. Alright, I got some melted chocolate. Alright, it ain't going to take much, so just a drop or two of each. Some brown oxide. Give it a little bit of a rust color. That's going to be a bit much. I don't consider it a waste because of how cheap it is. A barn red or any type of brownish red. Alright. You got a regular white. And we got a granite gray. Alright. Okay, so we got those 5 colors in the palette. This is the rock outcropping. Alright. This is 1 part paint to about 20 to 30 parts water and a drop of dish soap added. This is nothing but black paint too. Alright. We're going to use this last. For right now, we're going to use a technique that many of you know is airbrushing. I mean, not airbrushing, dry brushing. Alright, start off with a little bit of the gray. Alright, I'm just going to wipe as much gray off as possible, and we're just going to go over the top edge in a single line. Alright, just following the line of that rock. Okay, now get that brush cleaned out. Alright, and do a little bit of the white. Like I said, a lot of you East Coast members, if you're driving around, you'll notice a lot of limestone. And limestone is almost completely white. It does have a little bit of a brown hue to it. But there you go, we got some limestone in there too. Alright. It's best to do this when the paint's not completely dry. That's why I come back to this so quickly. This is all going to be on the rock because the field's done. Alright, take a little bit of the barn red. Get as much of it off there as you can. Oh, man. Alright, barn red, a good way to simulate some shale. And we all know shale. That pain in the butt rock that likes to do nothing but break on us. But yeah, a reddish brown actually simulates it a little bit better. Sorry if you missed anything, the camera shut off on me. Alright, now that we got that line of shale going through there, we'll have a little bit darker colored rocks. Most rocks are actually hues of gray and all, but the big trick is just to fool the eye. And if we can fool the eye a little bit, the mind kind of blends the rest of it in. Alright. Okay. So now that we got that done, we're going to take this black here. Alright. And we're just going to wipe it on. Try to get it as thin as possible, but go the whole way down the rock. This actually works better with a mister. But yeah. Alright, you can't overdo the black. I learned that because literally when this dries, because of how thin the paint actually is, it's pretty amazing what it looks like. And yes, the lighter colors will show through. Alright. You can actually tip it back this time and just let it run down in and try to find those crevices. If you hold it at about a 45-degree angle, seems to give you the best results because the paint actually goes in a lot better. If the paint goes in, it'll work out better. I ain't gonna make you wait around till next week to see the actual results of this. We're gonna come back in a little bit when it's all nice and dry and you can actually see the way that this works out. All right. But the trick is with the black is just get as thin a coat as possible that you can get in there on it, and definitely fill as many cracks as you can. But there's how it sits right now. We'll come back in about an hour when it's dry and you can see it again. Well, it's been about 1 hour, and as you can see, it did lighten it up. Just that's your rocks, and that's about the best way to do them. The black will continue to get lighter and lighter over time. Here I am 20 videos into my YouTube channel. Alright. I don't even know what to say about that, but thanks, it's been a fun ride. Now, I'm going to keep doing videos. I'm not stopping by any means, but I figured I'd take this moment, because 20 videos is a heck of a milestone. Take this moment here to just thank a couple of people. I'd like to thank, most importantly, Eric Hall, not only for his Big Build Contest version 2, which is going on now. You got right about 5 days left to build. Alright, that's what got me started in this, and I've done 20 videos so far since then. So wow, it just blows my mind that this was easy enough to do. The second thing I'd like to do is I'd like to thank Vinny, BNSF6951, I think it is. No, 6951. Alright. Great modeler. You guys ought to check him out. He builds fantastic scratch builds. Right now he's working on a grain elevator for a guy named Gary, and it's just coming along great. I kind of wish I had one on my layout, but I can't afford to have him build one. Alright. Another guy, Sparky107107. You are excellent. Alright, I know you're having family troubles right now, and I feel sorry for that. Give your mom my best wishes, because I can't be there to do it myself. I know you're up in Canada, the great up north. Hey, you've been doing some great videos, man. You got some great contests going on. Right now with your 2,000 subscriber contest, whew, I don't have the time for it, but man, great idea. Last but not least, the very first video that I ever seen on YouTube was Boulder Creek Railroad by Luke Towan. He's down under. He's over there in Australia, and he is making some exquisite scenery. He makes my stuff look like something you just throw in the trash, okay? He is excellent at scenery making. Now, I'm on a very tight budget, so mostly what I'm doing is just trying to fool the eye. That Luke Towan, he just spectacular. I don't know how in the world this guy has this ability, because if I try to do half of his stuff, it just looked like a big slop mess. I try to do what's easy for me. It's easy for him to make these great scenes, but it's like way out there for me. So I'm just trying to fool the eye on a budget. But that's 4 great modelers that I know right there. There's many others in the big build contest from IMRROCom, and I probably got that wrong. I have no script in front of me, and I had nothing to memorize. I'm just doing this straight off my head. But you guys got to check these guys out. These are great guys. I don't have links to put up anywhere like everybody else does, but I do the best that I can with what I got. I got an iPhone and the willpower. That's it. So, yeah, some of my videos don't turn out the greatest. Yeah, some of them are out of focus, whatnot. I'm doing the best I can with what I got, okay? As I get further in, I'm thinking about doing either a Patreon like I've seen guys do, or a GoFundMe page for this channel, because if I had the money to get better tools, I'd probably be able to do better modeling. And the better I could get, the better I could show. So I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to figure out what to do. Bear with me. If anybody's got any ideas on that, please feel free to comment. Comments are great. Likes are great. I don't get very many likes or comments. I'd like to have ideas from you guys as to what you want seen that nobody else out there has done yet, or what you'd like more information of that somebody just did a short video on. I will do my best to give you the more information. Love to give information out. I love to receive information. All modelers should be that way, because even if you get bad information, it's better than going with no information. Alright, I'll see you all later.